Цезарь, привет. Настя, привет. У меня такой вот вопрос. Вот я бросил курить, и такое ощущение пустоты возникает, и ощущение вот нехватки какой-то, которое постоянно, ощущение этой нехватки постоянно хочет за что-то зацепиться. Это и есть вот это вот наше «я», вот это чувство «я». Правильно ли я понимаю?
Stopped smoking recently, and there is this constant feeling of lacking. I lack something. Is this feeling the sense of self?
This is a physical stuff. Body sensation, that's all.
Просто ощущение в теле.
The body is craving for nicotine, that's all.
Тело требует никотина.
You have nothing to do with it. You are just conscious of it, that's all.
Вы просто осознаете это.
You cannot not be conscious of it.
Вы не можете не осознавать.
As long as there is body consciousness, right?
Поскольку есть осознавание тела.
No choices are there.
Нет другого выбора.
If you identify yourself with a phenomenon, when you create a sense of self based on identity with that craving, with that sense of lacking or whatever.
Если вы отождествляетесь с этим феноменом, то тогда вы создаете чувство «я», основанное на вот этом вот ощущении нехватки чего-то.
Somebody has been smoking for so long, sometimes giving up smoking is like giving up food.
Если кто-то очень долго курит, то отказаться от курения — это все равно, что отказаться от еды как будто.
Ну,
If you try to give up sugar, you will find it more difficult than giving up heroin.
От сахара отказаться сложнее, чем от героина.
ну да, я...
Physical demand.
Это физическая потребность такая.
The body got used to it and got addicted to it. That's it.
Тело привыкло к этому, впало в зависимость от
All
этого.
this is related to the body.
Все это относится к телу.
Your reality is not affected by that.
Но ваша реальность этим не затронута.
Ну, то есть я правильно понимаю, что вот это функция «я мысли», создавать ощущение нехватки, неважно чего, там сахара, отношений, денег. Правильно ли я?
This feeling of lack?
No.
Нет.
The feeling of lacking is a chemical reaction in the body. The body is a chemical organism.
Чувство нехватки — это физическое ощущение в теле.
А тогда как ощущается я мысли тогда?
The mind is a conceptual interpretation of the phenomenon.
Ум — это концептуальная интерпретация феномена,
Close the identity with it.
плюс отождествление с ним.
Mind is just thought.
Ум — это мысль,
That's all.
и все.
Cesar.
How are you, Claudia?
Okay. Are you feeling better?
Little bit. Lack of energy, basically. Like
Okay.
I feel weak, but
Yeah. Cesar, you know, it seems so much easier. I don't know how to put the words to it, but to be in awareness. Like when I wasn't working and just going to satsang. And just with working and busyness, it seems more difficult.
it seems
It seems. Yeah.
because you are already that which is aware. They're always that. But to be that, in reality, is neither difficult nor easy.
Yeah.
The thing is, we are dragged back by the phenomenon, right? The job, the people, whatever it is happening there. We get carried away. And there is self-forgetfulness again. The world is very charming. Irresistibly charming, right? Just always discriminate. Just keep this sense of discrimination always within you, right? Between the seer and the seen, who am I, right? That will keep you as yourself. Right? For any phenomenon, there must be awareness of phenomenon, right? The awareness is the basis of phenomenon, yes?
Mm. Is there any, so that, is there effort required?
Anyone? Not really.
Is there effort required?
Not really. Because of the forgetfulness. And then maybe requires the intellect, right? The so-called discrimination process. And people can call that effort or practice or whatever it is, right? But even that is happening effortlessly. Everything is happening effortlessly. There is no effort in life. Effort is thought. This mental exercise, they believe that we are giving continuity to something by the means of effort. That effort is a thought.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, whatever it is, even the apparent effort is spontaneous. And awareness of spontaneity is effortless. Even if I see myself making an effort to be aware, I am effortlessly already aware of the effort of being aware, or for being aware. It's already there effortlessly. There's no need to make an effort to be, right? To make an effort, you must be, right? So existence is prior to the effort. We become aware of more and more of this fact and we laugh about it. Like Ramana Maharshi said that the whole purpose of the effort is to realize its futility.
I remember that I think I read in one of his books, it said, we're all on the train and you can run around and move your suitcases, do whatever, but you're still going to arrive at the same time. I remember reading that once in, I think, one of his books, Ramana.
He also said, put the luggage down. Why you carry your luggage in your head in the train? Put it down.
Yeah,
The train will carry you and the luggage, right?
yeah.
And surrender. Surrender your efforts. And this is for people that still are identifying themselves with the body and the mind. Because in reality, we are the ultimate, right? That's another name for the self, right? Effortless, unbroken awareness. Effortless. Even the effort is effortless. We begin to realize that too. Even the apparent effort is effortless. Because we mistake activity with effort. So activity doesn't necessarily mean effort. The heart is beating now, no? It's an activity in the body. I don't see myself making any effort for the heart to beat, right? It's a tremendous amount of activity. It is a war in this body now between cells, right? The immune system and all that stuff. It's a tremendous amount of activity going on there. I'm not aware of making any effort for any of that to happen. Not I am making an effort to be aware of it. The energy is there, right? The effort is this mental attempt, right? To hold a particular phenomenon, right? So we can call it, this is me. I have to hold it, I have to keep it. So this is me, to hold an identity, right? That effort is the mind itself. Right? The effort to hold this sense of self, right? The phenomenon is changing all the time, all the time. There's nothing static here. Life as we know it, the so-called life as a phenomenon, right? There's a stream of movements, streams, it's moving all the time. It's nothing that you can put the finger, right? You can't hold it, see, because you can't. It's like trying to hold the river with your hands. You put the hand in the river, the water will pass through your fingers, right? You can't hold it, right? But we make an effort, right, to hold it. That's the effort to hold a particular form, right? Particular sensation, a particular something, right?
Yeah.
It's impossible. I found it impossible.
Any idea of manifesting is, it's just the mind.
You have to attack a piece and attack techniques.
Oh.
Attack a piece, and if the piece moves out of the way, and then you do technique.
Oh, good.
You see, I have the last one left.
You do the chess homework. Sorry, Claudia, because interrupted.
No, it's okay. So any idea of manifesting is all just mind.
Of course.
That
Manifestation is already taking place. Who wants to manifest what? Something different than what it is now?
Yeah, I know.
And why do I want to manifest that? Unless because I want to hold an identity with that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to give continuity to that memory, right? And I want to manifest that memory again.
Yeah.
Because nobody want to manifest something that I don't know how it's gonna be. I will manifest something, but I don't know how it's gonna come out. Who is interested in that? Nobody. So all I want forcibly has to be what I already know.
Yeah.
Right? That's effort. And that's karma. And that's reincarnation itself, right? Trying to reproduce, recreate, react, repeat, see? Redo, recreate, reincarnate, see? Again. I want that again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want that again. It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why people want to materialize $4 million with a big house and 20 cars? I must know it. And I must have an idea that this is nice, right? I must already create the concept of pleasure around and about it, right? Then I want to give continuity to that. Right? Why? Because my sense of self will be based on identity with that. That's going to be me. But the actual manifestation is already taking place. Everything is getting manifested, getting sustained, destroyed, and transformed. Here and now. It's already there. Everything is already happening. That's the whole point. Then what do you want? You must want something different. Not you in particular, right? But what do we want? It must be obviously something different than what is already there. What is a society as such? The infrastructure of the society as we know it is designed for that purpose. To give continuity to my experiences, right? I know if I go there, okay, I can have this experience again, right? Whether it's the bar or the cafe or the restaurant or the cinema, the entertainment, whatever it is, it guarantees me that if I go there and I pay a little bit of money, right, I'll get that experience again. Huh? This is one of the reasons why most people get married. right? It's an imaginary certificate, a guarantee that she's going to be here all the time. This nice girl is going to be there, providing the nicest thing that she always provides, right? She would never be a source of discomfort and pain, and she will be always loving, right?
Yeah.
I would have my lovings and pleasure. See, it's basically the pleasure that I can get from her. I really don't marry, I don't marry her. I marry with my desire, right? And now she has to provide that. Otherwise, I'll divorce her. I'll find someone else, right? If you don't do it, someone else's will, right? So we wake up in the morning smelling nice and fresh, like a garden of roses. Right?
That's what I do.
That's what she does, right? You have to keep herself young and pretty all the time. But I want that image. See, I want to give continuity to that image, right? So basically, the whole society is designed for that purpose, right? Spirituality also, no? It's a system that guarantees me that, right? We guarantee the ultimate pleasure, enlightenment. It's a very comforting thought. Another system, right? That is, I pay a little bit also money, and then I will give continuity to some sort of experience. People like to call it spiritual explorer, Kundalini, Nirvana, or so awareness is already there. It's the only thing that one can call it static if you wish. I don't like to call it static because it's not dead, right? But somehow it's permanent, right? And everything else, this phenomenon is changing all the time. Right? See, we don't hold to this effort, right? It's fascinating, right? The whole flow phenomenon is fascinating. Even if it is uncomfortable or unpleasant, it still is fascinating. The miracle of changes. It's a miracle. I like this definition of miracle. Miracle means spontaneous manifestation.
Yeah.
And that's what life is. Spontaneous manifestation. It's a miracle, it's a phenomenon. Right? You begin to see beauty even in the pain, even in the ugliness. Right? Yes. I mean, it's nothing wrong. You want to give continuity to some, fine, by all means. But you know that you cannot hold it forever. It's gonna be momentarily, right? And that's all. It's a phenomenon. It won't make you happy.
No.
It may provide some particular physical sensation for X period of time. That's all. Even what is pleasant now, you see, you do like this, oh, it's nice. After half an hour, I will ask you, please stop because it's annoying. Right? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you sit there for more than 2 hours. Okay, now you go, you're annoying me. It's too much. So give me a break. So I can rest my eyes, pose them elsewhere, just for a change. I'm joking. Yeah, I know. For example, you can have a particular physical condition, right? You can do something to avoid it, to get rid of it, but it won't make it. You can be happy in the meantime. So you can be okay. Doesn't matter the physical condition. Right? You can still be okay. Right? Be that which is always okay. Right? So you see, identity is wise. Right? Some people say that suffering is a result of identity with form. Right? Any form. All that is designed for that purpose, see? To give continuity. This is why it's called belief system. It's a system that you believe that if you follow it, it guarantees you, right, the continuity of happiness, right? The pursuit of happiness. The pursuit, I imagine that the pursuit of happiness is misery itself, right? Which is basically pleasure. Nothing wrong with pleasure, right? What is pleasant, but it's basically the pursuit of pleasure. See, this effort to give continuity to pleasure. You want that sensation to last forever. So I can call it myself. This is me. Huh? That's me. Identity is a particular phenomenon. Yeah. The whole industry, music, entertainment, all that. Yes, they are there to make you happy, see, to keep you entertained. Now, if you don't hold on to any phenomenon, you can't repeat it as much as you want, no problem. There's a secret to it, right? You see how you can safely satisfy your desires, but you know what phenomenon is. You know what phenomenon is. If you know what is phenomenon, you also know what you are beyond phenomenon, right?
Yeah.
Then phenomenon is harmless. Nobody have to tell you anything. You can basically do whatever you want, but you don't get trapped in it anymore. You don't get caught in delusion again. And for whom is illusion anyway, but for the reality, right? It's for the sake of reality. It came from reality, see, by reality, for the reality. Because nobody else is there. Even in the Vedas, no, it says, yes, universe, right, emerges from the self, see, by the self, for the self. But no one else is there. And then what is the story about denying and rejecting all this? Is the reality manifested all this for its own sake? And if you are unaffected by phenomenon, why to reject it? Oh, I am beyond this, blah, blah, blah. All this is contradictory. See, if you read most of the so-called spirituality, it's contradictory and it's this conflict. Even if you see the life of saints and sages, it's full of conflict. It's a life of denial. Right? The denial of the reality of the illusion, right? The unavoidable illusion. And they speak about non-duality, and yet, right, I don't do this. Then there is I and this that I don't. See, I and I don't. All that makes no sense at all. What is pleasure to me? I am beyond that. Why? Blah blah blah. They speak about non-duality, right? But still there is that, and I, right? And I don't need any of this. Oh, fantastic! So what? Right? That's the ultimate. That's the alter ego. See, the spiritual narcissism. Which is obviously is another thought, right? Like the ceramic, oh, I don't need the cup. I'm detached from the cup. Come on, where is the cup? The whole thing is ceramic, right?
Yeah.
So the ceramic becomes detached from the cup. It's so detached from the cup, right? That it no longer needs the cup, right? Because it's too sexy. It's a sexy cup, and I am beyond the sensuality of the cup. It's the whole thing is ceramic. And who went beyond what? And what is this going beyond? What is this transcending what? See, deeper you really approach to this seriously, objectively, if one can say so, right? It's none of that make any sense. Not even the reality is free from delusion. How it cannot free itself from delusion? Never, because it's very much inseparable from it. But that's non-duality. There is no reality and the illusion. The illusion is a reality. If the illusion is a reality, who is going to be detached from what? Right? Who's going to transcend what? Who is going to go beyond what? Is it for me? Huh? No, it's really. It's for me. Ouch. I am so pure, I am pure, 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 pure. I am pure consciousness. I am pure, 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 pure. Yes, yes. They are so pure. I keep myself pure. I don't touch these impurities. If it is all over you, right? Again, the same, see? The ceramic says, I don't touch the impurity of the cup.
Yeah.
It's all over you. It's you, actually. Everything is you. Right? I alone am. That's the actual dear. I alone am. See? Nothing exists outside of myself. Nothing exists separate from myself. Yeah.
So simple.
It's extremely simple. It's extremely simple.
Yeah.
Then you have to forget, one has to forget all. We will never get to understand this fact unless we forget all we know. All we know, all we want. We become so always. Can't separate myself from pleasure, can't separate myself from pain, can't separate myself from anything because everything is myself. That was a poem. I just write it down and keep the copyright. Yeah, but whatever we are looking for, we must imagine first that it exists, right? So what are we looking for is one's own imagination, right? I want the image that I can, right? I project that in the future, right? Mentally, and then I run after it. It's like a dog that is throwing the bone and then it chases the bone that it itself through it. Are you following? It's like I myself, I throw a bone and then I run after it. And then I say, oh, I got it, right? I got it. I finally got it. I knew it existed. Of course, fool, you create. So many people manufacture that idea, that image, right? They sit down and make an effort to materialize it. And then they say, oh, I found it. I knew it existed, enlightenment. And they call it. you existed somewhere.
Материальность.
I materialized you. I couldn't do better, I'm sorry. You are the best I could possibly find. Sorry for my lack of imagination. Couldn't do better than that. Sure. It's my fault. Well, we can, but just be careful, no? What you said. They have to reach to the black things if it doesn't. That would make the gas to come out.
Oh yeah, I did a little bit.
Have to do like,
Is the right hand will be easy.
nearly there. Maybe it's wet. Maybe it's run out of gas.
Yes. Yes.
And man discovered fire. So all what people think about, all what people talk about, is nowhere to be seen but in their own imagination, right? The world they perceive, the objects they perceive, all that division is not there. See? That split, the subject-object split is just mental, right? It's just not there. So all the judgment, all the comparison, all that is completely imaginary, right? So the life that people are living is completely mental. Right? I'm not saying it's bad or it's wrong, they can't help it. That's also part of it. But I and the world, right? Or the world and I, however you like to put it. I was fascinated about the simplicity of, at least these people in India used to put it in such a simple way. What is mine? Say I and you. Right?
Mm.
I, this and that. It's shocking. It's so simple that it is shocking. It strikes you. See? For its simplicity, say, good Lord. How was I thinking all this time? It was all my imagination, that's all. I imagine myself to be this, and I imagine everything else to be that, and between this and that, and myself, I got lost. And then I found myself. What self I found? What was it lost? And it was never lost. What did I find? So I couldn't even find myself. Right? There was never a finding. So the whole thing is a failure. Amazing. Disappointingly happy. See, happy from this disappointment of not being able to succeed, to achieve, to attain, to find, to realize, to be nothing. It's just poof, everything just falls on your head or from your head. I always been what I am. And that for some time I believe I am not is also what I am. So what is it that, right? What is next? When people ask me this question, what is next? I don't know. What to do about what is already happening. Everything is getting done. Nothing needs to be done. It's getting done moment by moment. Right? So, I couldn't do better than that. You couldn't do better, dear. Look at do what you got. Can't complain, that's my fault anyway. So, any question? Маленький вопрос по-русски. Speaking people. So when are you coming?
Are you asking me, Caesar?
Yes.
Oh, when it comes, huh?
You're already spending too much time with me. I'm getting my own answers. I'm getting my own answers to my own questions.
Sure.
When Australia make it easy for me to get out of here.
Yes. Then
Right,
I was watching this Nazi show her, this Australian comedian, so funny. I found it very clever. I don't remember his name, as a young guy. I was telling about, imagine that the Chinese invaded Australia, right? And the guy says, we have to fight the Chinese. We fighting the Chinese? Not a chance. That's racist. That's racist. And then he had this, imagine, right? The Chinese landed in Australia. And they jump out of the boats and standing on the shore and said, hold on a second, you already own this place. You are conquering what? I think I found it hilarious. Very clever. Kind of a multicultural.
yeah.
You can pick that joke with chopsticks. Where did you get the permission to get out of Australia? In the Chinese embassy? He said, let you out. That's a joke. I'm not serious at all. Any question in Russian otherwise?
Есть ли вопросы у кого-то? Работает. Работает.
So, Okay, guys, see you tomorrow.
До завтра.
How do you say goodbye in Mandarin? Goodbye.
So it was supposed to be a joke.
I know, just
Just checking.
checking.